Hey everybody, welcome to the Funhaus Podcast. I'm your host, Romano Torres. Today I'm joined by three wonderful, beautiful, sleepy babies. We've got Jacob Wow Fullerton.
Oh, hello.
We've got John Smith. And we've got little baby Charlotte Avery.
I'm the boss baby, but I engaged in insider trading.
No, that's cool.
Now that's a sequel they should make. They
Yeah.
should make Baby Enron.
I thought you engaged in insider gaming.
That's funny.
That's the mark of a good joke is a look away and going, that's funny.
I acknowledge its funniness and I'm ready to move on.
Yeah.
You'll take what you get and you'll be happy with it.
I will. I take the laugh scraps and I'm pleased about it.
Yes.
Good
start.
Yeah, great start right out the gate. A lot of energy. I got terrified this weekend because I went onto the Funhaus subreddit and I saw a post that was cancel Armando Torres. And my heart dropped and I thought, what did I do? What did I say? And I clicked on it, and it was from it was a comment about our last podcast, which was the fast food debate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where somebody went, how dare you mention the Dutch fast food restaurant Fabo and then not let it win the bracket?
Fabo?
Somebody wanted me to let Fabo win, which is, I've talked about Fabo on a total of now 3 Funhaus podcasts. It is an automated fast food restaurant.
Oh, the Automat. Yeah,
the Automat. And they serve food that I can't even describe. It's like Coca-Cola and like Pfeifen.
Croquettes and schnitzel is what.
I don't think they have schnitzel.
No, I'm just
yeah, because
joking.
it's Dutch.
There's
Anyway.
a place near here that does a really good koch madame.
Ooh.
That is different, but I do love it. The point is that I saw that, and then I also saw a lot of hate. I got a lot of hate in the comments, and I got some idiots that were saying that Burger King was a good restaurant.
Wasn't this last week's podcast?
Yeah, but we have one last piece of business about it. So at the end of last week's podcast,
I did not listen to it.
I figured.
I've listened to it 3 times now, and I got opinions.
At the end of last week's podcast, we could not decide on the final winner of the bracket, and so we asked you, the listener, to decide between 2 different restaurants, the 2 contenders, which were McDonald's and Taco Bell.
Wow.
Jacob, you and I were on it, and we placed our votes. But Charlotte and John were lucky enough to have other things going on.
Jacob wasn't on it. Jacob wasn't on it.
Yeah, you weren't
I
on
wasn't
it.
here.
I forgot what happened. I didn't listen to it. If that
Your
helps.
what was so good.
I was like, I don't remember. Why don't I remember? Wait, because it was James Elise.
Yeah.
Were you on it?
No.
Ryan?
Ryan?
No.
Dan?
Lindsay.
Lindsay. I wasn't here. Yeah, I wasn't here because my cat had a oopsie and I had to make sure
Yeah,
it was
that's
okay.
right. That's right.
How are the cats?
Well,
They're good.
Good.
They're good. They're fine.
real quick, I'll just point at each of you. The 2 contenders are McDonald's or Taco Bell. I want your guess as to who you think won. Charlotte?
I don't care.
Okay.
I
John?
don't talk about food chains because it taps into people's it goes right up against the nerve, and then
Yeah,
I end up
yeah.
getting tweets.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of tweets.
That's
We
why I
have
don't
our
talk about
loyalties.
local Northeast food chains anymore because it's the most annoying discourse.
That's why I don't talk about anything serious ever.
Yeah.
Like we talked about it briefly because I really like In-N-Out. In-N-Out's like one of my favorite places to eat, to get burgers.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck
Wow.
what anybody.
Yeah, because everyone
Yeah,
goes,
tweet
it's
at
not
me-
as good
tweet
as
at me
people
about
say.
how bad it is. I don't give a shit.
Um,
I love In-N-Out burgers.
I think I don't know Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, sure.
I have no opinion on the matter.
I'm
but
not
I-
asking for your opinion.
No, I know. But I think Taco Bell is going to take it.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
we have a lot of fat, ugly, stupid fans.
And people working here. It's me. It's
Yeah.
Armando. Hi.
And they don't eat McDonald's.
Yeah.
Jacob?
I was kidding about the tweeting at me thing. I think it's perfectly fine to like what you like. I think McDonald's won.
Your winner is McDonald's with 59% of the vote.
So it was close.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's close.
People would rather vote for a thing that Elise told them to than actually share their opinion.
Oh my
Go
God.
figure.
Well, no, what happened is all those Taco Bell fans were too stoned to vote.
Fucking
Yeah.
dude.
McDonald's
yeah.
McDonald's is good.
It's fine. It's good.
I
yeah.
feel like they like hit in different ways. Like Taco Bell, like the later at night it is, the more I think I'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
The more I
but,
think I'll enjoy it.
I mean,
but then I
that-
get it.
That's the thing about trying to rank things is that it's like, what's the fucking point? Everything's better in different ways.
I think people mistook the idea of the ranking as it's not a definitive ranking of fast food
no,
or
it
No,
is.
it's
sodas
a
or
podcast.
yeah,
It's very definitive.
and what I love about it is
Definitive
that like
podcast.
the people that I get on the show too will do the same thing.
Oh, like
where,
Jacob.
Like
Yeah, like
Jacob,
me.
who was there definitely.
We were on it.
I confuse you and Lindsay all the time.
Me too.
That's actually fair.
Yeah. It's valid. It happens all the time.
When I sometimes you'll have these ranking podcasts and people will you'll be like, okay, these two places, and somebody will just be like, this one, end of discussion.
Oh,
It's like,
wow.
No, the point is it's all the bit, and I'm voting for the bit too. Like I don't give a shit. I don't.
The
care.
last one we had was the soda one.
Yeah.
Was complete nonsense.
It was nonsense. Ryan showed his social security card. He tried to bribe people.
Yeah, we were making up our own rules, just like adding random sodas in the middle. Which I would have, if I were on this fast food one, would have put Raising Cane's, taken it all the way to the top.
Raising Cane's, I feel like did come up at some point. I don't know. I
Really?
don't remember
Okay.
it. We don't have to talk about it.
We
I'm
don't.
not a
I'm
big
just
fan of
saying.
raisins.
Really?
Yeah,
don't
there's
like
like a whole restaurant that revolves around it.
Raisins. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, they're real fast too.
Yeah.
Mm,
They fast make them.
yeah.
They
You
put
guys
them in
see
a
that
microwave.
bird documentary?
A
It's
bird
like, Yeah, it's like a
documentary?
marsh-based bird documentary. It's called Raising Cranes. Kill me. This is all I have to offer.
Are there things on the Are there things on the docket, or can I ask a question?
You can ask a question.
How do you do no sleep do thing?
How do I do no sleep?
So some context, John had some caffeine yesterday afternoon and did not sleep well. Mondo, as I think a point of pride, never sleeps.
I don't think it's a point of pride. I think it's a point of medical
curse, yeah.
upsetness. Yeah.
Okay, so as a point of a cry for help, Mondo never sleeps.
Well, both of them. Both of them. Jacob stays up till
Jacob's got
4:30
his
every
thing.
morning.
He's got his thing figured out, though.
Yeah.
Look at him. Me? I went to sleep at 11 p.m. last night.
Wow.
That was my
Nice.
plan.
Woke up today at 6:30. Read comics in bed for an hour.
That sounds great.
What you reading?
Saga.
Nice.
Yeah, I finished book 4 today.
Ooh,
real nice.
Beautiful.
Yep. Then I'm gonna switch gears.
Love those horns.
Jacob and
Love those
I
horns.
we're just a fan here. Jacob and I are just a fan of the bags under the eyes look. It's just I want my eyes to
Oh,
be
I got those. They're
sunken
just
in.
stress related.
Oh hell yeah! I work all the time. I'm working on stuff. I gotta stay up and do stuff, and it comes
me
from
too.
yeah. It's not all that anymore. Sometimes I'll play No Man's Sky until 5 in the morning, and then go to sleep and wake up at 8 a.m.
Are we doing another one of those podcasts? I'm awake now.
Welcome to the
I'll talk
Fourth
about No
No
Man's
Man's
Sky.
Sky
We did make a
podcast.
community planet.
Yeah,
but we can wait
it's
to talk
super
about
fun.
that.
we can read that up.
Somebody immediately on the community planet came over and started dropping illegal substances into our inventories to sell for money.
Someone kept giving us
chunks.
meaty chunks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was me.
Oh.
I was dropping meaty chunks into your guys' inventory, and I apologize.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway,
Be taken so many different ways.
Anyway, when I a couple years ago, I used to work on a podcast, and then I was also freelancing as an editor, and I would also. I don't know if I can. I don't know if this is good, but I'll say that I used to, for money, help college students write their papers. I would help them do it.
That was a lot of sentences, a lot of one-word sentences.
Yeah, I would help them. And so I basically had so much stuff that I had to do for money that I would.
It's hit my arm. I
No,
couldn't
it's
fix
fine.
it.
No, fuck it. I don't care. Tweet at me. I don't give a shit.
Plants
For the audio listeners.
oh,
yeah.
we could talk about plants later.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Anyway, the point is I just got used to not sleeping because I had to work all the time, and now I work here, and I have another full-time job now, And yeah, it fucking sucks. So I just like don't sleep very much.
You have a full-time job and like 3 part-time jobs.
To be fair, now I have 2 full-time jobs and 1 part-time job. I cut back because it was too much.
wow.
Okay.
Takes a
That
village.
makes sense.
Yeah, it takes a whole village to employ me.
Oh, by the way, speaking of baggy eyes, the thumbnail for today's video
It's beautiful.
For those of you listening on Thursday,
Christ.
check out the Dream Job starring an oil tycoon.
Oh, yeah.
An oil man.
Just look at the thumbnail. You don't even need to watch the video.
Yeah, Lindsay made this one.
Well,
Oh God.
I also
it's horrible.
before we get too far away from it, I also wanted to say the reason I think John brought up sleep is because at 2:30 in the morning today, John texted me and said, I want to get this exactly right. John texted me and said, I drank too much coffee and now I'm playing Stranger Things Mahjong
What?
at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah. If I drank too much coffee, what I meant was I drank coffee for the first time in like 4 months. And it had an effect on me. Stranger Things Mahjong, pretty fun because they have a great soundtrack.
Ah.
Really?
So, yeah. So instead of like, the spa, like Urdu type music, the Urdu's is it the Urdu? The Chinese violin?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then the samisen.
Yeah.
Anyways, instead of that, it's wow. And I'm matching fucking like Dustin and the Demogorgon and
I
all this
realized
shit.
when you were telling it to me because you said it that you were playing Mahjong Solitaire. But for a second in my head, my only idea of Mahjong is like a room with a bunch of like Asian grandmothers.
Oh, yeah.
Who are all just taking my money. Just fucking sucking it in like a vacuum because I can't play games correctly. And now I'm imagining that, but in the upside down.
Wait, hold on. I just realized something. You said taking my money. Are all of those nice old ladies playing Mahjong, are they all gambling the whole time?
I don't
Yes.
know. Yeah.
100% yes.
I don't know.
Wow.
Why else do you think anyone else would play a game?
I thought it was just for kicks.
No, it's for kickbacks, John.
No. Those are high stake mahjong.
Oh,
tables,
yeah, baby.
Wow.
High stakes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now I need to learn Mahjong.
I've never heard Rick say anything with more conviction than that. Yes! It's for money.
I'm not. Yeah. What did you think that they were just playing to
I
have?
thought it was just,
For the joy of the
sitting
game.
back.
No.
Got nothing better to do. They're fucking 90 years old.
First of all, they're 170.
And they gamble with cigarettes.
Yeah, like prisoner, like my father. Oh my God.
Father's in prison.
Mahjong is one of those games like Blackjack that's just so intimidating every time you see people play it. And like Blackjack, you're not even playing against other people. You're playing against the dealer. I don't know if you've ever tried to sit down and play a hand of Blackjack and not know what's going on.
I
They'll
always
yell
play
at you.
standing.
You stand. I do a standing desk Blackjack.
I always split it every time.
Yeah?
Until I have like 8 hands going at the same time.
Hell yeah. I just keep, and then I'm taking up every seat. And that's just my ploy for free drinks because they have to bring a drink per seat.
I've never played Mahjong before. We had a big chess phase a while back, several years ago. You remember that, John?
Yo, yeah.
We all had this like chess app.
Peak and Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Haley.
really?
Yeah. Brought that around.
They
They
would
would
play
play
a lot
constantly.
in the kitchen.
They were just, to sit in the kitchen and just play.
There was
against
actually
each
a
other.
party once where like a bunch of people were playing like Jackbox or Smash and like milling around talking, and Peak and Ryan were sitting off to the side playing a silent game of chess.
Is that why they did that chess thing at Extra Life
Yes.
the other
Yeah.
year? Huh, okay.
It's kind of like a little running bit.
No,
I think my
no.
favorite part is that when they're playing in the app, Ryan will make his move in like 5 minutes, and then Peak will take like an entire day to think about his move.
Yeah, I would let the timer run out. I would like,
Yeah.
like one of them would make their move, and then I'd wait like the 14-day limit, and then make my move. And
Did you ever finish any games with them?
I did. Yeah, it would just take a really long
course
time.
of
Well, that's that's actually a strategy that they don't tell you about.
And like that was the thing is sometimes they forget what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Jacob
I take
plays.
advantage of it.
Jacob plays chess like a ghost in a movie. That like you make your move and come back a week later and the pieces move.
No, like there's not a lot of like those games like that, like a tabletop kind of just simple game. I've not played many of those, unfortunately.
Charlotte brought for Bored as Hell brought Bonanza, the bean game that we played.
Bonanza?
Well, it's German. It's Bon with an H, so it's German for bean.
Bon.
Yeah.
So actually,
I didn't know
yes.
that.
Bonanza?
Bonanza.
Nice.
Bonanza.
Crazy beans.
Nancy.
I was actually just at my uncle's beach house, and I was with him when his friend showed me that game like 14 years ago.
Wow.
So it's like
Oh,
crazy
dang.
seeing that copy just turn up. But yeah,
You've shown this game to a lot of people.
I'm a bit of a
Of a pusher.
A beanhead?
the word
Whoa.
Messiah feels too strong. But if there's like a Messiah light, I'm a prophet of
You're a
sorts.
Joseph
Not
Smith.
the prophet, lowercase p. I'm a Joseph Smith too. But like, yeah, all through like college and like my family and like just because I just love it so much, I wanted everyone to experience it. And I should have done it sooner in LA because like it's a great game and I want to play it again. But yeah, that game's great.
You brought that game for Bored as Hell and we played it and everyone was like, this seems complicated. And you were like, not really at all. Let me show you. You showed us. We played it for the thing and I didn't want to stop playing. And
It's super good.
Still want to play it again. And
I mean, we have a copy here.
I
have
know.
a copy at home. Dan said in a meeting, like, if anyone has any game suggestions, and before he finished his sentence, I had slacked him. And I was like, yes, 100 times yes.
Bonanza again.
Bonanza.
Crokinole.
It's funny when like games like that come up because then you see in the comments and stuff, everyone's like, "Oh my god, I never thought I'd see this game from." Like,
I know, yeah.
15 years.
Well, I
ago
think
that
it made the
played."
like rounds in the like tabletop niche circuit.
Ah,
Like it was like a convention favorite, I think, and like won awards. I don't know. There's another like tabletop game. It's simple. Have you ever heard of Set?
yeah, I think so.
So it's
Ready.
3 cards are put out on the table, and they have different qualities of patterns, colors, and numbers of the different shapes. Not patterns, shapes.
Sounds like Mahjong Solitaire.
Maybe so, but the
Ooh.
point is
I'm willing
you
to
have
put money down.
across the 3 different criteria, shape, number, and color, everything has to be different or everything has to be the same. So you can have like 3 cards where it's a red squiggle, 1 red squiggle, 2 green squiggles, 3 purple squiggles. And so there's a consistency in the pattern. And the reason I bring it up is because that's often how I approach my wardrobe and outfits. Is like everything different or everything the same. Like it's not a hard and fast rule, but like it's a good way to coordinate. So
Yeah.
like if you have the game set, lay those cards out and then look in your closet and be like, what do I got?
You got a set mind.
Big top,
Hell yeah.
small bottom.
Is that how you choose your wardrobe?
Big,
Big
top,
top,
small,
small
bottom.
bottom.
Yeah. It's big baggy top, smaller bottoms.
Tiny little shorts.
Tight little.
Remember,
yeah.
I would always order my Funhaus hoodies 4XL.
Right, you get, like, huge hoodies.
Oh my god, it's so comfy. 4XL hoodie with my shorts.
Yeah.
You'd be walking around. I'm like, who's that child walking around?
It's so comfy.
Yeah. It's just like it's so big, it makes your proportions look off.
It makes me look
As long as
cool.
you're comfy. As
It's
long as you're comfy.
you look like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes me look like the normal clothes I wear.
I wore your suit once.
I know. And everyone kept going like, look how big it is on him. And I would just feel like, it's not that big. He looks like a
Is it like
slightly normal. It's fine.
is it like Nathan in
Yeah, Nathan Fielder.
Yeah.
It's not that dramatic. Come on.
I went to shoot Camp Betrayal. They put Eric Bador in this big suit jacket, and he had like a white face paint and a stupid hat. And
Oh, yeah.
I had never met him before, and he walked out of a bathroom wearing it. And he just went, "Daddy let me wear his clothes today."
Oh my god.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Speaking of daddies, Patrick's going through a bit of a daddy phase right now with
Oh, yeah.
several Funhouse videos.
Yeah. He
yeah,
is
he's
a
found a bit
menace.
that he really likes.
A menace is the right word for it, I
Yeah.
think. It's turning into a monster.
very right word because it kind of really came about in a Star Wars video.
Yes, indeed.
where he kept calling himself Daddy and referring to himself in the third person and talking about when Daddy and Unky James get together, and Daddy Jacob, and like they were doing it at me.
Yeah.
And they were like, Shar, need help? I'm like, let Daddy take care of you. And it was deeply uncomfortable. And then every time I tried to play along with the bit, Patrick would do this thing where he goes, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's not working.
It was like,
and it was really frustrating in the moment, but it's very funny. I mean, like I was playing along, but every time I would try to like join in, he's like, no, you can't do that. Because I would call myself Mommy or Aunt Shar. He's like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
He would like he would have his thing, but he would suppress any attempt.
Yeah.
Patrick is
Daddy kept you at the kiddies table. Just
he's
being
one
like,
of the
you enjoy
most
the bit.
deft bullies I think I've met, and that he does it in such a subtle way and deploys it in such a he's just incredible at like knowing exactly when to knock you down a peg. Mm-hmm. And there have been times where I really just can't rock with it because I'm having like a very bad like mental health day. And there have been times where I've had to slack and just go, I can't do it today. And he's always respectful. I mean, like it's Patrick. He's like, he is at the end of the day, my friend. Yeah. Very good friend. And so he's always like,
but at the beginning of the
day. But
like
sometimes I have to be like, I can't do the whole combative thing today. I'm very, very fragile. And he'll be like, okay.
You saying that, I realize that too with Patrick. He's very good at it. It made me realize he was probably such a little shit when he was a kid. You guys knew those little 8, 9, 10-year-olds that just like were so good at just like cutting it down.
It was not me.
So I was like a fat kid, but I was like roughly the same size as everyone else, like height wise. Yeah. And so people would shit on me all the time. And then I got really good at like hurting people's feelings. And then I had a growth spurt and became a giant. And then I was giant and good at making your feelings hurt. I realized I grew up to be just a bullying machine.
Yeah.
But those kids, there's people that are like Patrick were like, I don't know how to say this right, but there's been multiple days where I've wanted to give him a wedgie, and then I like, as soon as I go for it, I'll like snap, and I'm like bullying somebody else for Patrick. The man's a mastermind, is what I'm trying to say.
He's Machiavellian.
Yeah.
There are times I want to bully Jacob, and I don't like the way it makes me feel.
Yeah.
Jacob is a fantastic bully. Jacob, at one point, we were playing a game, and I made a bad joke, and it wasn't like a off-color joke. It was just a bad joke, and he goes, what did you say? He goes, you want to go for another awkward silence there, bud? And I thought about it.
That wasn't bullying.
I logged off of No Man's Sky and went, I'm going to go to bed. And I sat in my bed and thought about it for 3 hours.
Oh, shit.
Because it came from Jacob. No, and that's not something you should ever be sorry for, by the way.
I feel bad.
I've definitely said worse while we're playing No Man's Sky. Jacob will just pull out a fact or say some Star Wars thing, and I'm like, I've never bullied anyone in my life, but I'm like, you do things to my brain where it's like I need to like, it's like fight or flight at someone.
I can take it.
Yeah.
Jacob can't be bullied though. Jacob doesn't care what you think of him.
Bullying doesn't work.
I think you're tremendous, Jacob.
Oh, thank you.
And I would never bully you.
Bullying doesn't work when you say something and they just give you that innocent smile back at you and blow a kiss.
Well, there's also a thing of like part of bullying is supposed to only work because you are like self-conscious about the thing that you're getting bullied for. But like nothing that you can say to Jacob he doesn't care. He loves it all. What, are you going to make fun of him for loving Star Wars?
You don't know that? Maybe
of course I will.
One time,
absolutely, I'll make fun of him for loving Star Wars.
Will do that,
but he doesn't care.
His Destiny
he
underwear.
Loves Star Wars. One time,
I was hanging out with some friends over the weekend, and like I was like running across the room or something, just like I dropped my phone, and one of them was like, she was like, "Is that Destiny underwear?" And like everybody in the room was like, "What?" Like, fine, it is.
Yeah,
you didn't feel bad about that though.
Yeah, you didn't know there was an insignia.
That's what I'm saying.
What's that?
You didn't know there was an insignia back there.
I actually didn't until James pointed it out.
I know. I edited that video.
We were doing that. Was it word of the day or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
Well,
I was like, oh, I guess it's identifiable. I thought it just had like. One of the 4 pairs that I have.
Hold on, wait. I have a question.
Did it come in a 4-pack?
Jacob, you usually wear something Destiny related today.
Yeah, my
shoes.
shoes.
It's your shoes? Okay, for sure.
But you
Decide-
haven't seen
decide
his
to make sure.
chonies yet.
No, you
Or
are
his
not.
cock ring.
Yeah.
My Destiny cock ring.
Yeah. I
Haven't
said
held
a
it all
Destiny
time.
cock ring.
It has Nathan Fillion's voice.
It also doesn't help that you write your gamer tag inside your underwear
Yeah.
like people write their first name or
Yeah.
whatever.
I got a
Where do people do that?
what? Like,
What?
It was like a thing in movies where they would like pull out somebody's underwear and it would have their name written on it.
Oh yeah.
Like, did anyone actually ever
I
do
kind
that?
of remember that in like cartoons. And
I feel
stuff.
like it would be a parental thing if you have children and you're doing a lot
Multiple
of loads of
children.
laundry.
Ah, that's true. That's
Oh,
a, yeah, that's a good point. That's a
yeah.
good point.
multiple children, and you just buy like $120 packs of like cheap white underwear.
Y'all
Yeah.
had y'all
Yeah.
all had siblings,
What?
yeah?
What?
What?
Y'all had siblings?
Had?
Have. Yeah.
Well, you
currently
could
have.
have.
Well, I don't acknowledge their existence, but yes, I do
Sure.
have siblings.
Did y'all not have like hand-me-downs?
I was the first
Oh
born.
yeah.
Yeah, I was also
Oh,
the oldest.
lucky.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we
youngest.
were-
Pieces of
Oh
shit.
my
We were
gosh,
like
I
the
never
guinea-
even got in
yeah.
trouble.
We were like the guinea pigs.
Mhm.
Like the parents basically had to like figure it out with the first kid, and then like by the third kid, like by my youngest brother, there's like whatever, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
I saw Gremlins when I was 4 years old, and I had nightmares for the 12 years following it. I wouldn't change a thing.
Are y'all all the oldest?
I am, but you're
yeah,
not.
I'm the oldest.
I'm the youngest.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
Baby John.
technically the middlest.
The midlist.
That
Yeah.
explains
Yeah.
So
a
you're
lot.
mid.
Yeah.
Of how
But
many?
I'm also of two. Or
two.
of three.
Yeah, me too.
But I never grew up with them. They're my half brothers.
Ah, I see.
Shut up, Rick. Rick just wrote mid as fuck on the little monitor we have here.
I knew.
No, but I used to get hand-me-downs, including my older brother's boxers when I was a kid. Until again, I had that growth spurt, and then they couldn't buy me hand-me-downs anymore, baby. Size 15 shoe, motherfucker. Take that, mom.
Yeah, dear Shaq, my boy, he grows every day.
Real quick, but Rick mentioned if I was wearing Destiny clothes. I've mentioned to everybody in the office. If I'm not wearing Destiny, if you don't see anything Destiny on me, there is something Destiny on me.
Where did you
Just anal
Where
plug.
did you buy the underwear? Was it just
It's from the Bungee store.
the Bungee store?
Did you have to
Was it
print
like
it?
a reasonable price?
yeah.
I
How-
thought
what-
you
how much?
downloaded some fan art and
don't
put it up
remember,
on
but-
Redbubble.
Oh, to sell to myself.
How much?
I don't remember. I'd have to look, but
Okay.
it didn't seem.
Did you have to
expensive at
earn
the
it?
time. Not these ones.
Okay.
I hope
What-
they got some that I can earn though.
Well, I'm wearing an official What a Show girdle.
Wow.
I got my
want one.
Smith Spanx.
Yeah.
Smith
See, you-
Spanx?
what is that?
Spanx?
Spanx.
Yeah,
Smith
like
Spanx.
shapewear.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't. It took my brain a second. to
Beautiful
catch
thing,
up.
Spanx.
Yeah. See, you are impossible to be bullied. We've just talked about your underwear for a shocking amount of
That's
time.
not bullying. That's
Your underwear.
celebration.
Your
Yeah,
underwear
we're
is
talking about
stupid.
how cool it is.
Your underwear is dumb. In and out's bad, and
Are
you should feel
Are
bad.
you talking about the Vanguard underwear or the Crucible underwear?
Both.
So
One is worse than the
Vanguard
other.
Crucible, do you have Nightfall
There's
underwear?
a Gambit one.
Oh, okay.
And then there's one for the weapon manufacturer Viced
Oh, okay. I
as
don't,
well.
I don't know if I like an underwear being called Gambit underwear because
Yeah.
it feels like you're daring the universe to make you shit yourself. Like
I am.
every day a Gambit.
Have you seen what he eats?
Yeah.
Yeah, he eats what I eat.
I haven't shit myself since I was a little boy.
He also hasn't taken a shit in several weeks.
Yeah, that.
He is
Yeah.
very plugged
Ready to
up.
burst at any
You
moment.
guys get that tribal constipation, right?
Tribal?
Yeah,
Travel.
yeah, I
Oh.
do. Yeah.
No, tribal constipation. You had it right.
I feel like that more and more has to do with just traveling and not having access to a bidet.
The worst.
Yeah, but I
Worst.
totally know what you mean. Where it's just like, where I'm out somewhere, I'm running around, and I just don't poop as much.
Yeah, because you're on some other shit.
Yeah,
This thing happens a lot when I travel, where I don't shit as much, but I also don't eat as much, and I don't know what's wrong.
Do you think
with
they're
me.
related?
Yeah, but also like I'm saying, like I'll go like a day or two without taking a shit, which
Yeah.
isn't supposed to be healthy.
yeah.
But I don't
fine.
feel bad.
I know what you mean.
Wait,
Like,
how often are you supposed to take a shit? Like every day, right?
Like every hour?
No, I'm being serious.
What?
How often are you supposed to?
It's about 3 or 4 times a day.
No.
3 or 4 times a day.
I think
It's
maybe
like
it's twice for me a day.
Four or 5 or 6. maybe 7.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I want to change the subject.
Wait, before we do that, we will be right back because we have to take a break. But when we come back, we'll have the answer for you. So we'll be right back. Hey everybody, I'm here to tell you about a company called Shady Rays. Shady Rays offers the best in industry standard of comfort, fit, and style for sunglasses. And guess what? They do it all without the big brand price tag. And it doesn't stop at the quality. Look, Shady Rays offers the most insane protection program in all of eyewear. Every pair is backed by a lost and broken replacement system. So if you lose or break even on day 1, they will send you a brand new pair. That can't be right. Oh, wait, it is. Because you can wear with confidence because Shady Rays has your back. They also will provide 10 meals to fight hunger in America with every order and have donated over 20 million meals to date. So you can look good in your shades while also making an impact for good. Look good while you do good. Come on. That's a no-brainer, baby. And look, if you don't love them, you can exchange for a new pair or return them for free within 30 days. There is no risk when you shop with Shady Rays because they always have your back. And look, you see me, you know me, Armando, the guy with the big head, wear hats specifically for my big melon. Well, guess what? I went on to Shady Rays, I looked up at their XL sizes, and I was able to find a pair of glasses just for me. Who else is doing that? Nobody. And these glasses feel nice. They are perfect. They are amazing. They don't feel cheap, like something that you can just get anywhere. But let me tell you, they don't charge you like a pair of glasses that you could get from one of those big brand stores. It's amazing. You're not going to find another company doing quality and comfort at this level for this price. And exclusively for Funhaus listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. You can go to shadyrays.com and use code FHPOD for 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades that are rated 5 stars by over 200,000 people. That's shadyrays.com and use promo code FHPOD. And we're back. What's up, poopers? I got the answer for you. How often are you supposed to poop? It's normal and healthy to have a bowel movement anywhere between 3 times a week to 3 times a day.
3 times a
Yep.
week?
Yeah, 3 times a week.
You have to think about this. This answer has to encompass the entire human experience across the globe. You've got to cast a wide net.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of diets.
A lot of different diets.
A lot of different diets, a lot of different,
Toilets.
Maybe John's right. Maybe we should change this. Subject.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I just wanted to mention something that Spanx technology has come a long way. I saw a video on TikTok. No, not fat shaming or anything, but this was a very, very layered person. Many
Jackets?
Like psychologically, like they contain multitudes.
Like an onion?
A lot of folds, let's just say.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched as this dude took Spanx and like large bandage and stuff and was tucking things and all this shit and went from like I don't know, like a blobfish into like I don't know, like a curvy or I don't know body. It was just the sheer mass that was contained down into this smooth figure was like, it was awe-inspiring. That's all. Like I was watching it, and at the end, I was like, "Holy shit!"
And this was Spanx, you said?
It was basically Spanx.
okay.
It was like spank wraps.
Spank wraps.
Spank wraps.
I don't know, but hey, if you're a big boy or big girl out there looking to spank wraps,
What is the point?
so that you can
Conform
look,
to conventional beauty standards.
yeah,
I
exactly,
guess.
conform to conventional beauty standards.
Oh.
Yeah, society has demands and they must be met.
No, but like literally the whole point of Spanx is that it makes you look slimmer. That's it.
It's like compression wear. That's it.
What's
It's like
compression wear
spandex.
for?
It just compresses.
It compresses.
It just okay.
So you don't have like my shit's hanging over the sides. You put on Spanx, you're gonna worry about the sides.
I understood most of that. I guess I just never thought about. I knew Spanx existed, but I didn't know what they were for. I just thought they were honest. I'm gonna be real fucking honest with you. I thought they were pantyhose.
Okay. I mean,
They
sort of.
they constrict and the shapewear, literally the shape, like yeah, accentuate and compress, and I don't know.
Where's my Destiny Spanx, Bungie?
I was just bringing it up because of the it was insane.
Yeah.
The change is unbelievable. Anyways,
TikTok can show you some goodies. That's for sure.
I haven't used TikTok much.
I just deleted the app.
Again?
Yeah, well, before I just wasn't using it, but now I just deleted it because there's just a little bit too much transphobia on there.
There's a little bit too much of everything. I've compared it to early YouTube. Like,
It's kind of a mess right now.
Yeah.
It has the vibe of like early YouTube, early office email chains, advice animals level comedy in the comments. Anyway, I could change the subject.
Sure.
I went on an adventure with
Yeah.
Lindsay over the weekend.
Yes.
with scooters?
No scooters involved, but we did get breakfast sandwiches, and then we went to a nursery where I got a Monstera Deliciosa.
Is this the downtown tour?
No, what?
Okay. No, sorry.
No
keep
tour.
Monstera
Just us hanging out.
Deliciosa?
I got a
Is that what you
Monstera
said?
Deliciosa.
That's a plant, yeah?
It's a plant. The leaf is very popular in like clothing drops, it seems. Like I see it a lot. Like you've got some. I just bought earrings with Monstera leaves. They're the ones that kind of split along the sides and have like, it's hard to explain it, but if you looked it up, you would recognize it. It's a tropical plant.
Birds of Paradise?
No.
Not a birds of paradise. It's all green. Although I think there's some that are different colors. Anyway, like we got that. We went to Home Depot. We went to Marshall's.
Oh
I bought
my
a little
gosh.
fake plant for my desk at the Home Depot. I bought a snake plant.
Wow.
Marshall's, I got a little
Ooh.
table.
For you Zoomers listening at home, an adventure for us older folks is doing chores with a friend.
This was not chores. This was an adventure.
It sounds like chores.
I got
And
a
look,
New Orleans iced coffee, like a soft scramble and cheese on toast, like egg sandwich
sounds
at a
great.
place
It's not
in
an adventure.
Hollywood.
That's breakfast.
Dropped off some mail.
It sounds an adventure.
I bought a long sponge and some new kitchen rags.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rick is saying errands with a friend is an adventure, but Rick's 35.
And I'm 28.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
you're
is an
just
adventure.
old.
Let me
We're
have
just old.
let me have my adventures.
Yeah. Okay.
You eat hallway shrimp.
Yeah. That's an adventure.
I'm with this. This is an adventure. This is 100% an
I
adventure. That sounds
hang out
great,
on-
just
It
hanging
was
out with
it
a
was
friend,
lovely.
buying
And then I we were done by like 12:15.
Damn.
I got up at like 6 or 7.
the whole day left.
I know. And then I went to the beach. And then I fell asleep at 9:30.
That sounds more like it. Going to the beach is
sounds
more of
awesome.
an adventure.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
That's a
yeah.
Saturday, right? Is that a Saturday?
It was a Saturday.
That's a
And
good
there was like a
Saturday.
weird like sheriff's department presence at the beach I was at in Malibu.
Weird.
Which sucks, but also I did get to watch a helicopter take off over the beach and then fly out
Wow,
over the ocean. And I was
cool.
like, sometimes you have to be like, cab, but I like helicopters.
Yeah.
So
Was
I'm
it
really in
on
a tough
sand?
position. It was like on a parking lot just off the beach. But I
Did you
could
see sand swirling?
not really. I'm sure there was some, but like I was laying down and I heard the like
Yeah.
the blades going and I was like, it will pass over me any moment. And it just
You're not going to turn
wasn't
your head.
it just wasn't coming and I was like, okay. And then finally I had to sit up and then I saw it was just over there. It was like sitting on the tarmac or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And then it like, and then they basically buzzed the tower by coming back over, flying really low.
That's pretty cool.
That's my favorite thing about the drive between San Diego and LA is you go through Camp Pendleton.
Which is a
Yeah.
Marine base.
Yeah, and sometimes they're just doing drills with flying things.
And explosions.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen explosions.
Not like full-on explosions, but they'll use the big shell rounds, and you'll just be riding, and you'll hear a boom, and you look over, and you just see a fucking bang of dust.
That's
I
so
haven't seen
cool.
that.
Fucking terrifying.
Well, like I've had it where there's like 2 copters, just like I don't know, maybe 100 meters or something off the ground.
Yeah.
Flying in unison over the freeway, and it's like this doesn't seem like regulation.
Where did
It's
you live?
wild.
In San Diego? Like,
Lemon Grove.
okay. I lived in Oceanside, which is like right on the beach, and I used to live right on the beach, and they would do this thing where they would fly their, like, I called them wartime helicopters, but it was just like,
Is it banana boats?
I don't know. They're just tan and they're fucking they fly really low and they speak out of a speaker, and you can't hear what they're saying. But there's just these marine helicopters going up the beach, and they're going.
Does
And
it sound like they're using that old timey like radio voice?
Yeah, it's no. But the first time it happened, it freaked me out because I was like, "What are they? Is this like the end?"
Oh,
because
you
they're
were
on
like,
the fucking beach.
Yeah, they're announcing something important.
Oh, like
you
a
started
big bomb.
sprinting for your car.
Yeah,
Run
imagine
for shelter.
Imagine being on the beach and a fucking marine helicopter goes by and goes. It's just like, what the fuck is this?
It's just dipping, and you just hear screaming.
It's just the Ride of the Valkyries playing.
And so like every time I see those helicopters, I think of that. The first time it happened, I freaked out, and I did like I didn't sprint, but I got up and started walking to my car. And that's when you notice every dangerous thing, like on the beach, they have all those signs of like, here's what to do in a tsunami. And you're like, oh, fuck. Okay, this is it, I guess. And some of the signs just run. They just say
Just
run.
run away.
Run away
Trust your
from
instincts.
beach
Yeah.
It's like a train. You're supposed to run alongside it.
Yeah. Exactly.
so that you don't spook it.
Yeah. There's this thing that so the like search copters in LA, the LAPD helicopters, they have that giant light, right?
Yeah.
I read in a book that's called the night sun.
The night
Yeah.
sun.
So this is another situation where you're like, fuck these guys, but also like the night sun has the power of 30 million candles.
Yeah.
Like that was how it was described in the book. It has 30 million candle power, and I was like, fuck, that's so cool, man. That's so sick.
I guess, yeah,
Like the
candle power.
night sun, like just on a pure technological level, and the branding of it too,
yeah.
like the power of 30 million candles in the palm of my hand. It's just like, man, that's sick. I
Yeah,
hate
night
how
sun,
cool that
That
is.
is also how they turn it on. They go, the power of 30 million candles. Ah!
Yeah. I mean, like, my thinking is that, LAPD, much like many police departments in the country, have a tremendous budget. And I think they are running out of ways to spend the money.
Yeah.
Because they keep getting more and more of it. It's like billions of dollars here in LA. And it's like, they're like, well, we already have 16 tanks. Like, I guess we'll get more night suns.
It was right after.
Or like a beach helicopter.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there were 4 dickheads on quads and cowboy hats on the beach in Malibu, just weaving between beach umbrellas.
You won't believe how expensive cowboy hats are, though. Regulation? Oh, baby.
They are
Yeah, it's-
necessary.
It was
It is just
right
part
after
of the
July
problem.
4th. There was like a armored a law enforcement vehicle on my street.
Oh, yeah.
I saw it out there. And I saw like guys with like rifles and stuff, and I was like, "What the hell?" I thought because it was right after July 4th. My first thought was like, they're gonna blow up my neighborhood with fireworks.
Yeah.
They're gonna destroy another
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Which happened. Yeah, which has happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it would happen 2 years
That's
ago.
the incident that popped into my head. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, is my neighborhood about to get flattened too? But they were looking for some like murder suspect or
In a
something.
moment of righteous justice, they
Yeah.
explode 400 pounds of fireworks.
Yeah, but I did wonder because like where I was looking out the window, like I was probably just very visible. Just,
Yeah.
like, looking at my window.
Well, yeah.
The
it was
power
also-
of 30 million Roman candles.
Well, that's something I never thought about until like a few years ago, which is that if you like peek through something, it is so obvious.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
if you're from far away and it's just white blinds, anyone will see that little triangle appear, or
Yeah.
you pulling
Yeah,
it down.
I mean, I always thought that I was like being really smooth when I would peer through the portraiture in my home
Mhm.
and follow the teenagers that are snooping around.
Yeah. That's like a.
I just embrace it. I fucking slam it so that they just go open.
Like
I'm
in
sitting
Beauty
there,
and the Beast or
Destiny
something?
girdle, and I am fucking.
Oh, you got the
looking.
same one? You did the
Oh,
dungeon?
Yeah.
Got the
I
Yeah,
used
yeah,
to
yeah.
girl?
I used to watch Destiny Girdle dance. She was a vision.
Come
on,
Whenever
you're
Charlotte
laughing.
would leave my house from jamming with Tara, I'd always be up in the window, like whenever you guys walk out. They'd be like, farewell.
He's like the Onceler.
Yeah,
At
just
the
a
beginning of the
shadow.
Lorax.
Yeah.
His one arm dropping the last truffle of seed.
Yes. Farewell.
There's another thing before you start,
Yeah.
Armando.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. What'd you say about my dad?
Which is everyone needs to know this, and it's another thing I didn't realize for a long time, which is that at night, during the day, you can have your windows and blinds open. No one's going to see anything. It's just going to be a screen. But at night, that open window turns into a spotlight.
Yeah.
And you're walking, that the only thing you see at night is windows.
Yeah.
So be careful.
How else am I supposed to watch what my neighbor's watching on TV? That's how I watched the last Olympics.
That's not even a bit. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was standing there. They were playing. It was curling or the biathlon. I don't remember. Something weird.
I can't remember. We were hanging out on the balcony. I can't remember what we were watching, but we watched some sports event end, and then we can't hear anything. You just see the TV, and then in front of it, you saw somebody go.
Yeah.
It's like, is that good or bad?
It's really funny.
Yeah.
They always keep it open.
I realized I connected that very obvious thing, but I connected that it's a spotlight at night. I think as I was standing naked in my room, so I turned and looked at the open window and was like, right, okay.
You have all the lights on behind you and stuff.
A guy moved in
Backlit.
across the alley from me for the first time in like 2 years, and he likes to keep his blinds open and just like walk around his room, and I like to keep my blinds open, and like at first I was like, oh God, he's gonna see me. But you know what? The way I see it, like I'm in my home, and if he wants to show, he might as well enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He sees you and he just.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's a treat for him.
Charlotte came over to my place once. We were hanging out with Kayla and Fiona, and we're watching something. And Charlotte just goes, "Tiny little butt." And apparently a guy outside of my open window had his window open and was just like walking around naked. And she saw
He was getting changed.
Oh,
He was one floor up diagonal. I saw his tiny little white ass.
tiny little white ass. And so we all were like looking out of my window trying to get a glimpse of tiny white ass. And then he like appeared in the window and was looking at us again. And we all just had to go like. There's nothing worse than somebody noticing you looking at them through a window.
I don't live there. It's fine for me.
That's fair. Yeah, I
He
was
just waved.
Yeah, I saw his pasty tuchus. It was really fun. I just saw his just little moon ass.
Yeah. Since then, I think I've texted you almost every time it's happened. He's done that a lot. Like he will fully get naked in front of the window. He's never shown dong, but he's done it in a way where he's like, "You wanted me to see that little tiny white ass."
He's exhibitionist.
Yeah.
Tiny little butt.
His little butt. He lives there with who I would assume to be his partner, and it only happens, I've noticed, when she's not there. So
Boys' night.
boys' night.
If ever I'm getting out of the shower or something, but I'm like, oh dang, like my water bottle's downstairs or something, and I want to get it. If I have to go downstairs in the nude, I feel so exposed. It's just like.
Why?
So I'm going down, just going downstairs and stuff, and running around a well lit room.
Why do you run like a
I don't know. I feel
velociraptor?
like I'm stealthier that way.
Stealthy from what?
I don't know. Any onlookers?
Barry, Ziggy.
Yeah. Oh, they're watching.
I don't
You're
like
in
when
your
our cat
own
sees me
home.
naked.
They just
It's upsetting. Yeah. Yeah.
just have a face.
I walk around naked in my house all the time.
Yeah, I do too. It's just when I'm
my
downstairs,
house?
it's just yeah,
Wow.
you seen me. I was there.
Yeah, fair enough. John's
Boys'
been in my
night?
house.
I never removed any clothing. I slept in your bed fully clothed with
You
my
didn't
shoes
shower?
on.
You were there for like a week.
Yeah.
Gross.
A lot of Old Spice.
He's talking about my Old Spice collection,
Okay.
and not the brand.
The
I have a
blue
lot of
eyes.
yeah, I
spices. Yeah. I bought a plant this weekend too. I bought 2 of them.
Oh.
Everyone's getting paid.
I'm gonna have to tell you the names of mine too. But
Oh,
go-
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I asked Lindsay where she goes to get plants, and she gave me the names of some good nurseries, but I didn't listen. Instead, I went to the Plant and Flower District in Los Angeles,
Okay.
which is over adjacent.
I went to the botanical gardens with a shovel.
I went to the Flower District, which is adjacent to Skid Row, and it's covered in. There's a lot of human shit all over the place.
Fertilizer.
Yeah, exactly, and it's free. They don't mind if you pick it up. I went to a place called Jay's Plants, which is where I've gotten all of my plants. It's like a tiny little bodega, but they just serve plants. It's awesome. And the lady who runs it Jay, I guess, had her son was working there, and I'd never seen her son before, and he was just my uncle. He was wearing a John level baggy shirt, Dickies that were basically pants, high socks, Cortez shoes, shaved head, a face tattoo that he clearly tried to cover up with somebody's concealer that was clearly a different skin tone from him, which I appreciate
All
the
right,
effort.
yeah.
That's my favorite thing when someone's face and their neck are like two very different colors.
It's on his cheek, and he was my complexion, and the concealer or whatever was like a white person's skin tone. It's just very funny, and you could see it poking through.
Paving it over real quick.
Anyway, it was one of my funnest experiences because I got like a fool to try to like tell me about plants. And the thing is, like, this isn't a story about how he was like bad at it. He actually knew what he was talking about.
Well, he works there.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
He loves
oh my
it.
God.
He was just like, but it was just like having my uncle be like, yeah, so this motherfucker, like, you could like water this shit like, I don't know, like every 2 weeks, and that shit'll be fine, fool. That shit'll be like popping up, looking all fucking nice and shit. And you're like, this is a pathos, my guy. This rocks. I guess I'm the only one who found it funny. Every time I've ever had to buy plants, it's been from people who take it very seriously, which he does too. But the way he talks about it is just like so like, yeah, bro, this shit is
life.
dope. I asked him about a snake plant, and he was trying to tell me, I can't remember the words he used. I think it was like propagate, but hearing that come out of his mouth, it was just like, yeah, dog, the best shit about this is you could propagate that shit where like, if you want another one, you just like fucking, and then put that, and then he did a lot of sound effects, and it made my day, and I
Nice.
loved him, and his name was Carlos, and he was a fantastic help.
Shouts out Carlos.
Shouts out
Yeah.
Carlos at
Plants.
Jay's Plants.
I would love to have some more plants in the house. I just need to find some that like my cats won't get into.
That's why I previously had some that I had to put further away from the window than I would have liked, and it was because the cat would like fuck with them. But then I
Right.
realized I'm like, you know what? The cat doesn't really come in my room very much.
Yeah.
And it gets a lot of light, so I put them in there.
Yeah.
I got the 2 plants. I named them. The Monstera is named Empress. And
Ooh, that's a good
The
name,
snake plant
Empress.
is Philly.
Philly and
Wow.
Empress.
In
Like horse?
Majestic.
other order.
Or like
Yeah.
the city.
Empress and Philly.
Empress and
Like the
Philly.
city.
Got it.
Mm.
Yeah, I think like my office is probably the only place I'd put plants because like there is a window that gets a lot of sun, and I
Yeah.
don't really let the cats in there that often. Because like I got them a little water fountain that just like runs, and just water flows through it constantly, and like it has like a couple layers on top. There's like the little fountain part, and underneath that's a filter, and underneath that's like the little thing where the filter sits in. But like within about 10 minutes of getting it, Ziggy had ripped all 3 of those layers out and was just like drinking the water out of like the tank. So I'm like, if there are plants in here, that it'll be an absolute disaster. He doesn't do that anymore. Oh, he does, but not very often.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, with plants,
He's
I'm
an
gonna have to-
inquisitive little guy.
He is. He just likes to know.
I'm so
I was
glad.
really sad. I had a dream that you couldn't keep Barry because he had a parasite that would kill you.
Oh no, to kill me?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I asked how the cats were, because I wanted to make sure it wasn't real.
Oh, I would have just died. I would have just died. I would have let the parasite take
Yeah.
me. He's too sweet a boy.
Hey, your eyes are kind of turning like a yellowish color and turning into slits instead of round
No,
pupils.
I'm turning into a cat. Good.
It's eye jaundice.
I'm really happy that I don't have any pets anymore.
Yeah.
I like pets and I like being an uncle
Yeah.
to a pet.
Yeah.
Like I
That
like
makes
being
sense.
able to like Arlen, for example, Lindsay's dog. I love every so often I'll get to go watch the dog and hang out with the dog and get all the dog love and attention. And then I get to go home and wash my clothes so I don't have fur on them. And all my stuff all my plants not eaten, all
Yeah.
my clothes completely full of or free of fur. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's really good. You have a dog barking at you. I went on a date with a girl. Well, I went on a date with a girl yesterday who has a dog whose dog just like sat in a chair and stared at me like a like an overbearing father in a TV show that was just like, so what are your intentions with my...
Did it sit like people?
No, I wish.
Yeah,
It's fine. I'll be okay.
Yeah.
I zoned out. I have no idea what.
I just like when dogs sit like people.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about is how dogs
Yes.
sit like people.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, my like having cats is pretty low key because they just kind of like ignore you for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
until like you have food or something. Lately, what'll happen is like since I'll be up later usually, and I'll be in my office, they'll crowd outside my door and just sit there and wait. And as soon as my door opens, they'll both come charging in and just go hide under stuff. And like,
It doesn't sound low key at all.
well, it's low key until that particular time of the night. It's fine. Like,
It's low key, but it can spike up to like
Yeah.
anything in an instant.
So you get the same amount of interaction as a dog owner. It's just stored up and saved for one spot.
Yeah, and like Ziggy knows that he'll get in trouble when he comes running in, so he like makes a fuss about it. He'll come running and be like, "Meh," and just like run past me, and he'll go behind all my cables behind my desk where it's like hard for me to reach and just like start licking them. And I just gotta wait it out.
What a dick!
I know. Barry will sit at the door and just kind of chill.
Oh man,
But
I
Ziggy gotta
I
coax
do
out.
really want one, but I am worried that Kitty would murder it.
Oh, like
Yeah.
the cat you already have around.
My roommate's cat.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There could be
That's-
some growing pains.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to come home and find like my little guy or lady.
Yeah.
Like all fucked up.
There'd be like a weekend of just like watching them interact with each other.
I was looking at you put them in like a bathtub together or something.
And you fill it up.
Yeah, and whichever one makes it out alive is the one that stays.
Yes. Like when we got like Barry was full grown and we like found Ziggy and like Barry was not happy about that. And like
How did
would
he
just
react though?
Well, first he would just kind of follow him around and try to hit him on the head.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's totally reasonable.
And he would hiss at him and stuff.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
that's what I did when my sister came around.
Yeah,
I was
same
like,
here.
I was
Right
2
on the
years old. Bah!
He hissed at her.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
skull isn't fully formed.
Yeah,
yet.
I'd never heard Barry hiss before, but as soon as Ziggy was around, he was like, I was like, oh my god, cats
but
are
it
scary.
but it worked out.
Yeah, they became best friends, and now Ziggy's bigger, and then they fight each other.
He is huge.
Yeah,
I don't
they-
know if
they
you've
get in
seen
fights.
for the last couple weeks, all of our friend Iffy has been implementing a new cat into his house.
Yeah.
And they basically have to have supervised visits where they have the cats together, and then if they ever get too close, they have to like pull them apart and separate them. And he compared it to like trying to get two sides of your family that are in two different gangs to like be at the
Yeah.
same barbecue.
See, the problem is though, as soon as you see cats being aggressive, it's like I don't want to be anywhere near that.
No.
It'll rip my face off if I
Yeah.
just like if I'm in the way and I just get caught
Oh
in the
my God.
crossfire.
My ex had these two cats that would go at it in the middle of the night. She had a studio apartment.
Oh, like just like fight each other.
Yeah, it was like 3 in the morning. It's like, and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ, what is that? What is that, man? And then she'd be like, it's just the cats. And I'm like, just the cats.
Just the cats.
Just the cats. That's World War III.
I
That's,
hear-
that is an inciting incident. That is
Yeah.
deep generational grudges at work.
I hear feral cats like outside sometimes, like at night, and it sounds like people. It sounds like children screaming.
Yeah.
Like because they'll be like just yelling at each other, like they get all close to each other. It's just like, "Meow!" Like
What
That-
children
that's
are you
why-
hanging out with?
That's why when that guy on drugs outside was moaning, that I thought it was an animal.
Oh.
When our security guard, I was sitting at my desk and I just heard, they're killing animals out here, and I heard,
Oh, you
and I was
thought it
like,
was
oh
a-
my god, they're literally killing a cat right now, and I ran out and it was just a guy on the ground, like.
Well, they tased him, I think.
No. This was
Oh.
before anyone got there. This was the first incident where we thought it was a medical emergency. The second one was after he unstrapped himself from the ambulance and jumped out and ran.
What was that word?
From
Uh,
the what?
From what?
He unstrapped himself from the what?
Don't worry. I choose how I say my words.
Okay, well then,
Choose the
It,
right
Choose
word.
it again.
rolls off the tongue.
Ambulance.
Way better. Ambulance.
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 Michael
Ambulance.
Bays.
Listen. Ambulance. Ambulance.
Ambulance.
Ambulance.
It's faster.
Ambulance.
That's how I say it.
All right, I'm gonna tell you guys. Say it. 3, 2, 1.
Ambulance.
Ambulance.
He said it first.
Anyways, he unstrapped. They were like carting him into the.
The
I actually forgot what it was called. And he like unstrapped himself and ran away. And then he was 20 minutes later throwing sticks at people.
I don't think I was here for that.
It was a little intense.
There's someone having a very, very bad day.
Yeah, 100%. But it was very interesting seeing how much someone can escalate it. Like, our security guy was just basically freaking out the whole time. And it was like, chill.
It sounded like a cat. Is that how we got here?
Yeah, sorry. Sounded like a cat. But it sounded like it was a person sounding like a cat because cats sound like people.
Yeah.
My
It's like
God.
that
mean, they-
gangbanger thing I told you about. I've never heard a man hiss until I saw Blood in a Crib in the same room.
Well, cats did like mimic like child behavior to like force domesticity, so they could basically trick us into caring for them.
Yeah.
Like
That's how
after,
talk to
like they
people.
saw dogs and were like,
Well,
"How
no,
can we get in on that?"
like infants, like they cry and like deliberately like co-evolved until
I'm
it
just a
became-
baby.
Yeah,
But
I'm
that's
just a
what I'm
baby, I
saying
just
is
need
like,
help.
do you
'Cause we
think
react
cats
to it.
saw dogs getting domesticated and they went, how do we get in on this?
And then they went, I can do that better.
They really like this little fucking baby thing. What if we act like a baby?
They had a couple early runs at it though, or they would like put in a test cat and shave it and put it in like a diaper, and it would like walk out on 2 legs, and then they snatch the baby away, and the
God. I've
cat's
held-
like walking out. They've shaved everything except the top of the head, and it's like, and then it falls down.
Problem is, this cat can't sit like baby.
One of Tara's bandmates in Hoity Toity, she has one of those like naked cats.
Hairless cats,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
God.
Yeah, like I
Why
held
would
it.
someone put themselves through that?
What,
If you
having
want to be a
hairless cat?
supervillain.
Yeah, you have to rub it with lotion every day, and you have to clean out its ears like every 3 days.
I do
Yeah,
that
that's
to
sunscreen
myself
on it.
every day,
Well, yeah, that's
and I smell great.
I did hold it though. I'm like, oh, it's so soft. It's just like it. it's
You
just
can
like
put them. You have to put them in sweaters too, right?
Yeah, if it's cold, they have to wear like sweaters.
Now, see, you get to play dress up. Now
Yeah.
that's
It's
I
like a little
mean-
house elf walking
Wow.
around.
That reminds me of all of the dogs, like pugs and stuff, that have been so inbred that their like respiratory systems don't work.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. If it worked for the English monarchy, it can work for dogs.
Yeah, because the English monarchy were so inbred, their respiratory systems probably didn't work.
No,
That's the biggest problem.
they were just inbred.
They're thin blood.
Ambulance. Hey, you know what? I think we've learned a lot this episode. Plants are good. Cats are bad. Ambulance can be said a multitude of ways.
Language is a social construct.
I think everything is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll see you next week, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a lovely day.
Yeehaw.
Woo!
Ain't is a word.